If I had to start over as a data engineer this year, here is exactly what I would do. If I lost everything today, all my experience, all my connections, all my knowledge, and I had to start over as a data engineer from absolute zero this year, no degree, no network, no job, nothing, this is exactly what I would do step by step. Just the fastest, most efficient path I know after 10 years in this field. And I promise you, this is not the generic learn SQL and Python advice you have heard 100 times. Some of these steps might surprise you, especially in step number 2. It's the one shortcut that actually works. Welcome back, everyone. If you are new here, subscribe. I talk about data engineering and how to actually build a career in data. Let's get into it. I have 7 steps for you. I would start with 7 steps. Step number 1. I would not start with tools. Everyone starts by learning tools, SQL, Python, Spark, Airflow, dbt. They spend months going from tutorial to tutorial without ever building anything real. I would not do that. The first thing I would do is find a problem, a real one. I will show you how. I would go to a small company, a local business, a startup, a non-profit, even a friend's business, and ask one question. What data do you have and what are you struggling with? Every business has messy data. Spreadsheets everywhere, manual reports, disconnected tools, data they collect but never use. I would pick one problem and commit to solve it. Not to learn a tool, but to solve a problem. The tools come naturally when you are trying to fix something real. Most people learn tools and then look for problems. I would find the problem first and let the problem teach me the tools. That's step number 1. Step number 2, I would find a mentor immediately. This is the step that most people skip, and it is the one that would save me the most time. If I were starting from zero, the very first thing I would do alongside finding a real problem is find someone who has already done what I'm trying to do. A mentor, someone who is already working as a data engineer, someone who has been through the struggles, made the mistakes, and come out the other side. Why? Because a mentor is a shortcut, not a lazy shortcut, a real one and a smart one. Think about it. Without a mentor, you are figuring everything out on your own. Which tools to learn first? You Google it. You get 50 different opinions. You waste 3 weeks going down to the wrong path. You build something the wrong way and you don't realize it until months later. With a mentor, you skip all of that. They tell you, learn this first. Skip that for now. Here is the trap I fell into. Here is how to avoid it. What takes you 6 months alone takes you 6 weeks, even less, with the right guidance. A mentor does the 3 things that you can't do for yourself. The first one, they give you direction. They have walked the path. They know what matters and what doesn't. When you are stuck choosing between 10 tools, they say, learn this one. It is what companies actually use. Second one, they give you feedback. You can build a project and think it's great, but a mentor looks at it and says, this works, but in a production environment, you would do it differently. Here is why. That kind of feedback is worth more than any course. Third one, they keep you accountable. When you are learning alone, it is easy to quit, skip a week, lose momentum, because eventually you will do. A mentor checks in, pushes you, keeps you moving when motivation drops. I look back at my own career and the moment where I grew the fastest were always where someone more experienced was guiding me. Not teaching me from a textbook, guiding me through real problems, showing me what to focus on and what to ignore. If I were starting over, finding a mentor would not be optional. It would be step 1 alongside finding a real problem, because the problem gives you the project, the mentor gives you the speed, the time, the guidance. The fastest data engineers I know did not learn alone. They found someone who had done it and learned from their shortcuts, their mistakes, and their experience. Step number 3, I would master SQL like my career depends on it. I don't mean basic SQL, I mean real SQL. I would go deep, window functions, row numbers, rank, lag, lead, common table expressions, complex joins across different tables, query optimization. In every interview I have ever been in, SQL is the first thing they test. It is the fastest way to separate someone who is ready from someone who is not. I would spend 2 focused weeks on SQL, not 2 months. 2 weeks is enough, and I would practice against real data. The problem I found in step 1. Every query solves something real. This is how you learn fast. Step number 4. I would learn just enough Python to be dangerous. I'll show you how. I would not try to become a Python developer or Python expert. I don't need design pattern or algorithms. That is a different career. I need 4 things. Reading and writing files, CSV file, JSON file, Parquet. That's the first one. How to read files using Python. Second one, making API calls to pull data from external sources. Third one, basic scripting to automate repetitive tasks. And last one, working with a cloud SDK like Boto3 for AWS or Google Cloud SDK. So basically, how to interact with the cloud platform using Python. That covers 90% of what a data engineer uses Python for. So here's what I think. If you just have 2 weeks for focused learning with a real use case, that beats 3 months or even more of a generic course. And by the way, if you are watching this thinking, I wish I had a mentor to guide me through all of this, this is exactly what my coaching program is. I personally help people break into data engineering with real projects, real feedback, and a real plan. Link in the description to book a free call. Let's talk about where you are and how to get you where you want to be. Okay, step 5, I would build one project that actually has an impact. Not a tutorial project, one real project that shows I can think like a data engineer. Here is what it looks like. A Python script that pulls data from a real source. The data lands in a cloud warehouse. For example, you can have a free Google BigQuery or a Snowflake account. dbt project that transforms raw data into clean, tested, documented models. Staging, intermediate, marked layers, test on every model, and an Airflow DAG that runs the whole thing automatically, kind of orchestration. So that is ingestion, storage, transformation, testing, and orchestration, end to end. And if you want more, you can actually build a dashboard using Power BI or ClickSense or whatever the BI tool that you use and present the data in a nice dashboard. Just one project. When you walk into an interview with this, you are not a beginner who followed a tutorial, right? You are someone who built a production-style pipeline. Most candidates cannot show that. So one great project beats 10 small ones. I always recommend to go deep, not wide. Step number 6, I would build in public from day one. Let me show you how. This is the unfair advantage nobody uses. From day one, I would document everything I'm learning on LinkedIn, on a blog, anything, anywhere. Not just a polished expert content, just honest posts. You can say, today I learned what a window function is. Here is how lag works. I just connected my first API to BigQuery. Here is what happened. This is why I think it works. It builds your network. People find you, mentors, hiring managers, other beginners. It approves your skills better than any resume. A hiring manager can read your post and see exactly what you are capable of. And it forces you to actually understand what you are learning. If you cannot explain it simply, you don't know it yet. I actually have seen people get job offers from a single LinkedIn post, not because it went viral, because the right person saw it at the right time. That doesn't happen if you are invisible. And last one, step 7, I would not wait until I am ready. This is the mistake I see every single week. Someone learning SQL, Python, dbt, Airflow, Spark, Kafka, Terraform, all these tools, and they still do not feel ready. And guess what? They will not. It's always one more course, one more certificate, but they never apply. They never build anything. If I were starting over, I would start applying after maximum 8 weeks, not 8 months. And after step 1 through 5, a real problem, a mentor guiding me, solid SQL, basic Python, and one end-to-end project, I'm ready to apply for roles. Not because I know everything, nobody does, right? But because I have enough to be useful on day 1. The remaining percentage, you learn it on the job faster than any course could teach you. So stop preparing to start. You are ready, just to start. And apply today. The thing is this, you will never feel ready. Apply anyway. The job will teach you faster than any tutorial. So let me recap. If I had to start over as a data engineer this year with nothing, I would find a real problem, not a tutorial. I would find a mentor who had done it and learn from their shortcuts, mistakes. I would master SQL in 2 weeks max. I would just learn enough Python to automate things. I would build one end-to-end project. Of course, I will build on public from day 1. And I would apply after 8 weeks maximum. So 7 steps, no wasting time, no tutorial help. This is the fastest path I know. If you find this helpful, like the video and subscribe, drop a comment and tell me, where are you on this path right now? Step 1, step 3, stuck in the learning loop? Be honest. I read every comment and I will reply. Please share this with someone who is overthinking their start in data engineering. It might be the push they need. And if you want me to work with you, guiding you step by step, reviewing your projects, giving you the shortcuts that I have learned last 10 years, that's exactly what my coaching program is. Link in the description to book a free call with me. Let's make it happen. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.